Hello everyone, my name is Justin Dyson. I am in Visual Frameworks term 1403. This week I'll be discussing Project 2, and here it is on the right. I have a table, I have a top section and a bottom section. You can click on any of these labels and it will take you to a description page where you can cycle back and forth between the actual table and a description page. So looking at my code, at my main.app or main app.js file, I have a main window and a navigation window. My main window is inside of my navigation window so that I can have this nice back button here. I include my potterdata.js file, which holds all of my data right here. So in this file I have my JSON object up at the top. I have a student section and a professor section. And then in each of those, I have a head title, foot title, and a magicians. The magicians is actually an array which holds the title and description for each of the characters in the table. Below that, I have a function called getDescription, and basically what happens when this one is called, basically you have a description window that it will open, and it will display some text. And that text is actually the same description text you see up here. So moving on, we also have the logic for the main table. So wizard table, I just create the table here. Below that I have my if statement, which says if it's an iOS device, then group the table according to that view style, which there's one of two, and this is the one I chose to use. I have a student section and a professor section. In each of those I have a for loop, one here and one here, and what this does is it cycles through the JSON object up top, and in the student section it pulls all the student information, and in the professor section it pulls all the professor information. Below that I create an array made up of my sections so that I can pass that data into my wizard table, which I showed you at the top, which appeared to be empty, but in fact it is not. I just set the data down here at the bottom. So that is it for project number 2. It was pretty cool. I actually added a gradient on this background instead of just a plain color. I found that when I was just trying to browse through and find new ways of doing things, so that was kind of cool. The only issues I had this week were probably finding a better way to add the data to the table. It was kind of a pain to do it this way. It just made it a little more difficult. I had to add more logic, I guess. So that's it. Thank you, and see you next week.